Welcome to Speed Commerce students to Exam Tips and Tricks channel. Today's class we will understand preparation of double column cash book. Double column cash book, also called as two column cash book, bank column cash book. That's one and the same. In the previous video we have already learned preparation of single column cash book, simple cash book. Today we will understand preparation of this double column cash book. The format of double column cash book will be date, receipt, ledger folio, cash, bank column and debit side. Again under credit side, date, payments, ledger folio, cash, bank column. Various transactions are given. First we will understand how these transactions has to be recorded. Then we will record these transactions. Opening cash balance, bank balance given in the question. So that has to be recorded as balance brought on because this is the opening balance. Cash balance under cash column, bank balance under bank column. Insurance premium is paid by check as it is one of the payment made by the firm for paying insurance premium. So insurance that has to be credited under bank column because the payment is made through check. Next, goods sold to Ram and check is received. Ram is the customer to whom the firm has made cash sales. It is not a credit sales transaction. It is a cash sales transaction. Credit sales transactions always has to be recorded in sales book. Credit purchase transaction has to be recorded in purchase book. It is a cash sales transaction. As the goods are sold to Ram, immediately check is received. So as it is a sales transaction, so double column cash book that has to be debited with sales and a cash column. Always remember, if a check is received, then that appears under debit side of cash column. If a check is received and deposited on the same day for the collection, then that appears under debit side of bank column. Again, if a check is received and deposited on another day, then it is considered as a contra entry. So these three cases that has to be remembered. If a check is received under cash column, if a check is received deposited on the same day for the collection, then that appears under bank column. If a check is received on deposited on another day, then it is treated as contra entry. Contra entry appears both side, debit side as well as credit side. So next transaction, so April 8th, debit side sales, then under cash column 20,000. Again 15th, sold goods to Gopal, received a check. Once again same transaction. So debit side sales as a check is received from Gopal. Gopal is another customer from whom the firm has received a check. So once again under cash column 40,000. So on 20th, Gopal's check is deposited into bank for the collection. So the goods are sold to Gopal and his check is deposited into bank for collection on 20th. So it is treated as a contra entry. So as the check is deposited into bank, first you need to understand what is the journal entry. So bank account data to cash account. So bank column that must be entered with amount 40,000 and recorded as cash under debit side. Again credit side, it must be recorded as bank under cash column. So this is the contra entry that must be recorded. Next, finally, April 25th, purchased furniture worth rupees 10,000. Purchased furniture worth rupees 10,000. So credit side, furniture, because for purchasing furniture payment is made. So furniture credit side with cash 10,000. If the furniture is purchased and payment is made through check, then that appears under bank column. But here it is understood that furniture is purchased for cash. So under cash column, that must be recorded as 10,000. So finally it has to be closed. By the way of finding out closing balance, it must be recorded as balance carried down. Finally it has to be brought to the next month, that is May, as opening balance. Now we will record these transactions. First transaction 2024, record April 1st as balance brought down. Record that as balance brought down. Under cash column 1 lakh, under bank column 2 lakh. This is the first transaction, as I said. Next, insurance premium is paid by check. So record date as April 2nd. Insurance premium that has been paid. So it is one of the payment as it is paid through check. So it must be credited with insurance account under bank column. Next, 8th, record 8th, sold goods and received a check. So this is a sales transaction. So it is received in form of check. So debit side, always remember 3 cases. If it is received in the form of check, cash column. If it is received in the form of check and deposited on the same day, then bank column. Deposited on another day, that is a contra entry. Again 15th, right, sold goods to Gopal. So this is a sales transaction. Sales transaction. So check is received, once again 40,000 under cash column. Next, 20th, the check is deposited into bank. So what is the check received? From Gopal, the firm has made deposit of this check for the collection on 20th. So it is treated as contra entry. To make contra entry, as the check is deposited into bank, so the journal entry will be bank account, debtor to cash account. This is the journal entry. So both are assets. Bank is also an asset, current asset. Cash is also a current asset. So understand journal entry first. So bank account, debtor to cash account. So bank column, that has to be recorded with 40,000. Bank account debited to cash account. Date will be 20th. So cash account. So record that as contra entry. It is a contra entry. Once again, on the same day, reverse entry has to be passed. That means cash account has to be credited with bank account. In the sense, cash column, that has to be credited with bank account. Record that as contra entry. So you need to make 2 entries for deposit of check into bank. Always remember. So cash withdrawn from bank. Always remember, deposit as well as withdrawal from bank. Both are treated as contra entries. When the cash is withdrawn from bank, then the journal entry will be cash account, debtor to bank account. This is the journal entry. So both cases, it must be understood that these are contra entries. Deposit of check into bank. So understand journal entry, bank account, debtor to cash account. So bank account must be debited with cash account. Once again, reverse entry, cash account has to be credited with bank account. Cash account has to be credited with bank account. If one more transaction, if it is given, as cash withdrawn from bank. This is also one of the contra entry. Cash deposited, cash withdrawn. When the cash is withdrawn, then the entry will be cash account debtor to bank account. So cash account, cash column must be debited with amount, and under receipt side it has to be recorded as bank account. So I'm just giving example for this transaction when the withdrawal is made. So cash account, cash column, that must be recorded with bank account. Again, credit side, bank account, under bank column it must be credited with cash account. So in that way, when the withdrawal is made from the bank, so it must be considered as contra entry. So finally, 25th, purchased furniture. The firm has made a purchase of furniture. So for purchasing the furniture, what is paid? Cash is paid. So it is a cash purchase transaction. So it has to be credited with 10,000 on the cash column. So these are the entries that has to be made. Cash balance, bank balance, recorded as balance brought down, opening balance, under cash column, bank column. Insurance premium paid under credit side, insurance, bank column. Sold goods and received a check, sales account, under cash column. Sold goods to Gopal and received a check, once again sales account under cash column. Gopal's check deposited into bank, so the entry will be bank account debtor to cash account. Bank account, that has to be debited with cash account. Cash account has to be credited with bank account. Cash account has to be credited with bank account. So purchased furniture, once again credit side, furniture account under cash column. So finally it has to be total 1,60,000. Again 2,40,000 is 2,40,000. Okay, so the same total that has to be written under credit side also, because we need to close that and we need to find out closing balance. Debit total is more than credit total, so this debit total has to be recorded under credit side also. Finally, end of April, so that is 30th of April, a closing balance that has to be found. Record that as balance carried down. From 1,60,000, as you deduct 50,000, you get a closing balance of 1,10,000. Once again, under bank column, 2,40,000 minus 5,000, that will be 2,35,000. So it has to be carried forward to the next month as balance brought down, opening balance. So 1,10,000, again 2,35,000, that is considered as opening balance for the next month. So that is May 1st. So this is how you can prepare double column cash book, and you need to find out closing balance that has to be brought as opening balance to the next month.